you guys, and welcome to my channel. This video is for one of my Patreon supporters, and I really value her support. And for those of you, before I even get into that, who don't understand, I do have a Patreon, and that is a platform for people who like to support creators, and I'm a creator. So there are people who go on there and they support the work that I do, like what I do here on YouTube, and they do it through a monthly membership, and they pay this membership and they get perks back from me in return. So there are different tiers of memberships, and you can find out all about that down below in the description if you are interested in supporting the work that I do. But, you know, I'm so grateful and humbled, honestly, by these people that support me month after month for the work that I do. And I always want to make sure that I play my part as well. So as part of that, you know, I do check in with my Patreons and ask them how they're doing and whatnot. And this particular member let me know, and this is someone that's fresh out of a discard. And the holidays are approaching, and you know, they were in this narcissistic relationship for 5 years, and even though it was toxic, of course, you know, they emotionally attached to this person, and you know, it's what they knew. And here they are embarking on the holidays, and they're dealing with healing their codependency on top of that. And they're like, well, you know, with the holidays coming, I feel a little down, I feel a little sad, you know, and borderline even, you know, make me think about the narcissist, because I'm used to sharing these holidays with them. And granted, we know that narcissists, they could find ways to make these holidays be very negative. You know, they like to sabotage things, and perhaps the narcissist has done that. So it could be she could think about that and feel sad over the memories of previous holidays. Or, you know, it could be a trigger of feeling sad that, you know, she's single, you know, and this is the codependency here. Feeling sad that she happens to be single with these pending holidays coming, or feeling like she's all by herself, if you will. And then, you know, you never know if the narcissist has moved on with someone else and we're early in recovery. It's quite possible that we're looking at their social media, so we could see them putting up a Christmas tree across town with, you know, the new supply and their children, and not doing anything with your children. And, you know, all these feelings could get stirred up, or like I said, you could have negative memories. Oh, the narcissist promised the kids these Christmas gifts and he never came by and stood us up and left me hanging, and you know, all these things that could actually happen, you guys. So it's a lot of mixed emotions that can happen around the holidays. And even without narcissistic abuse, I believe statistics show how high suicide is around the holidays, or how people's spirits can be affected if they felt like they didn't have the financial means. And if you're coming out of a narcissistic relationship and this person could have drained you financially, and it's like, goodness, I'm just trying to get on my feet, let alone feel like you're participating with society and what they say needs to be under the Christmas, get a tree, or, you know, is Halloween. It starts kicking out with Halloween, right? Then we got Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then maybe your house is the house where you got to host these meals, and you feel like you got to now put on a mask. You're not really feeling up to it, and you know, because this is your first holiday, you know, without the narcissist, and you're still very triggered, you're still feeling your emotions. And oftentimes our emotions are trying to catch up with our logic, right? So I'm going to tell you guys what I told this member. And hopefully, you know, this can help someone else, you know, get through the holidays with a different type of perception. All right. Because a lot of times we have a story that we're telling ourselves, and that is setting the mind frame that we're in and that setting the energy that we're going to have each day. So instead of looking at this as, you know what, I get to start new traditions now. I get to do things another way now. That toxic energy isn't here to sabotage and let me down anymore. I can actually be lighter on my feet now. I don't need to feel down and sad about that. Okay, so I want you guys to look at this as a time to start fresh again. Like I said, new traditions. You're like, well, we didn't never, it wasn't very loving in our home. The narcissist was always at work, or we didn't never just drink hot chocolate. We didn't never just wear pajamas and do a Christmas family photo shoot, or wear pajamas, matching pajamas on Christmas Eve together, or play board games, or make gingerbread. We never did that stuff. Like, you know, this is a time when you could actually start new family traditions. We're going to go see the tree light, or the narcissist hated ice skating or skiing or winter sports, or, you know, like this is the time actually where you can actually start doing and making new traditions. Or, you know what, I'm going to create some special ornaments on my tree this year, and every year I'm going to add new special ornaments, and I'll start saving them, and they're going to commemorate every year that I'm having, you know, this holiday season narc free. I'm proud of myself that I was actually able to intercept it. I didn't need to wait for a ball to drop on 2020. You know, it happened now. And if the narcissist is the one that discarded you, you're not chasing them back. You're actually working on yourself. And this particular member, you know, has gotten coaching with me, is supporting Patreon. So obviously there's a part of you that is just ready. That chapter is closed. Now you're starting fresh and new. So now's the time to be exactly that, fresh and new. Fresh and new. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself that you got that dark energy away from you. And let's be very mindful about the type of story that we're telling ourselves. You should be holding your head up high like, wow, last year I was still in the midst of it. In less than a year, I am finally, you know, detaching myself from that negative energy. I am walking in self-love. And then think about how unworthy that energy and that person was to be able to, you know, share these special memories and times with you. They're not really your friend. They're not really your family. And, you know, that's who these holidays are for. They're for your loved ones, but there wasn't any love. So, you know, they need to stay exactly where they are, back there. And you need to continue to move forward and be proud of yourself and see how more peaceful, or how peaceful, I can't even say more peaceful because it probably is dysfunctional, you know, you're going to have this peace now. You're going to be lighter on your feet. So now's the time to create new memories. All right? Make this a time of newness. Not a time to be living in the past. Not a time to be reliving old memories and re-triggering yourself. Because, you know, I've studied enough psychology, and, you know, when we've gone through trauma and we replay it in our mind, we feel some of that hurt every time. It may not be as potent as the first time, but we're going to feel it. So, let's intercept ourselves. I'm not going to allow myself to sit here, okay, yeah, but you know what? I got out of it. That thought crossed your mind, whoop, intercept it, but I got out of it. Look at me now. I'm going to choose to be positive. We have to be intentional. That's what you guys have to understand about the healing process. It requires you to be intentional. You have to be intentional. That means you have enough self-awareness and you feel yourself going into a certain energy, you intercept yourself. Oh, nope. I'm still going to get out of bed. I'm still going to take a shower. I'm still going to get dressed. Oh no, I'm not going to allow that negative thought to just run through my head all day and night. I'm going to intercept it with something positive. Nope. because we can hear the echoes of that person's verbal abuse or mental or psychological abuse. We have to intercept it because we've heard it so many times, especially for this survivor who's been in that relationship for off and on 5 years. Okay, so this is a time of newness. Surround yourself with as much positivity as possible. Edit that story that you were telling yourself. You need to just rewrite it almost, because you don't want to tell a story out of your shadow side, because that's going to be full of low self-esteem. That's going to be full of doubt and all the negative things that are going to keep you stuck in a healing process. You need to acknowledge your breakthrough. You need to be happy for what's to come. And now you're in front of the steering wheel and you have the control now. All right, make it beautiful, because it could not have been beautiful with such a person by your side. Now it can be beautiful. Now it can be peaceful. All right, so you enjoy it. You enjoy it. Don't get caught up with the mask that the narcissist is going to show the world. Of course, they want to have a perfect relationship, a perfect holiday that they want to put on display for everybody and their mama, right? But you know who they really are. So don't deceive yourself. Don't gaslight yourself. And as a matter of fact, fill those voids. Don't stalk their social media. I know that survivors go through that, but if you can find another way, fill the voids. Fill the voids with something else. All right, this is new. This is fresh. Look at how far you've already come. It hasn't even been a year. Now you get to do this without the stress and the dark energy of a toxic person. That's winning. That's called winning. You got rid of the, who would I call this person? The name is on the tip of my tongue. Your Judas. You got rid of your Judas. All right. Doesn't mean that Judas won't try to come back and re-trigger you for the holidays, hoping that you're going to be vulnerable and naive. But that's the beauty. And I say this in coaching. You change while they stay the same. You have the upper hand. You have the upper hand. All right. So, happy holidays to everyone. Make it new and fresh. It's your first holiday without that toxic person. Thank God. Thank God. Surround yourself with a lot of positivity. Challenge yourself to not replay the toxic aspects. Don't be the bag lady. Set them bags down. Give it to God. Give it to God. Give your burdens. Give your worries. Give your concerns to Him. Don't try to do it yourself. Okay, and He sends other people. He works through people. Get coaching. Get coaching. Have that support system. All right. Fresh and new, baby. That's what you need, because you don't want more of the same. You don't want more of the same. So you got to be able to face that fresh and new. But the unknown sometimes, can feel scary. It's like, okay, what does my life look like without the narcissist? I've had all these holidays with the narcissist. What does it look like without the narcissist? It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. Receive that. It looks beautiful. You deserve that. After all the ugliness and the nastiness, you deserve that much. All right, you guys? So I hope this video has helped somebody. I'm just speaking from my heart right now. I didn't jot any notes down to remember to say. I'm just speaking from my heart. It's going to be all right. Build a support system. Don't isolate yourself. Your life did not revolve around that one person. They are not the end all be all. All right. With that being said, you guys, if this video resonated with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I still haven't looked at the video count. I'm going to say about 700 videos at this point. It might be over. Let's just say around 700 videos here to help you increase your emotional maturity. Leave a comment. Like you see, comments lead to video responses. It could, okay? It could lead to a video response from me, all right? That's a great incentive to leave comments and ask questions or anything. You might leave a comment like, oh, that's a really great point. but I think the whole community needs to hear, and I'll make a video and I'll give you your credit for that. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I'm going to go ahead and end this video, you guys. Don't overextend yourself. Don't overextend yourself. Don't be the sacrificial lamb. You know, survivors, we burn ourselves out when stuff like the holidays come and we're trying to do it all. All right. And you're just right now, you're trying to get yourself together. So you need to be extra sweet, extra patient, extra nourishing to yourself now. Okay. So that's what you need to do right now. Be putting into yourself. All right. So until next time, you guys, never, ever, ever give up on yourself. Continue to do the work. And until next time, please take care. Thank you.